custodian of the Bonded Labor Act is the DM of the state. It is a DM who has to ensure that there is no child or a person is bonded in her district. But the fact is that they're not ready to acknowledge it. If we're talking about sensitization, we have been having sensitization program. And if this is the outcome in cities like Mumbai, it's not even a remote area. It's cities like Mumbai, cities like Hyderabad, cities like Chandigarh, Ludhiana. Those are quite a progressive city. And if the condition is like this in those cities, then what can we imagine in the cities or the villages where, or the areas which are like in the remote areas of Jharkhand and other places, where children are locked in agriculture field and the government is doing nothing about it. So just bringing laws is not enough. Getting Supreme Court directions, BBA has been knocking the door of Supreme Court. During the lockdown period, we went to Supreme Court twice because we had received complaint. The lockdown started in March, and we started getting complaints from the month of April itself. The children are stuck, and traffickers are moving around, going to the people, family, and threatening them either over the phone or in villages, going to the houses and threatening them and saying them that you all will be taken out to work once the lockdown is lifted. And this proved true. And because once the lockdown was eased, once there was a relaxation, we have rescued more than 1,200 children from the month of May end onwards till now. So this shows that the incidence of children who have been trafficked for slavery has increased, and the incident of bonded labor during the lockdown period has increased manyfold. A reason being the economic pushback. We all know how the economic has played a major role in pushing the family to going into debt. There has been a reverse migration where this reverse migration has added to it because it has left a gap in the cities for demand for labor. As a result, children are being pushed into it because the employer wants maximum profit out of minimum expenditure. And once they employ children, they are not, because they are children, they cannot be taken as labor. So the question of minimum wage is not there. So they can give them minimum and extract maximum work. And this we have seen during the lockdown, and we have rescued children from many such places during the lockdown. So the question comes, why the stakeholders are not acting? Why the stakeholders are not doing survey? We have money for survey, but hardly any survey has been conducted in any of those states. Every district has been allocated a certain amount of fund for conducting surveys, but it's not being done. Forget about survey, civil society was supposed to act as facilitators. They're doing the groundwork, they're sharing the information, but the stakeholders are not acting. And if they're acting also, they are not doing their job properly. We have rescued children, but I'll tell you, it is out of 271 children, only 1% of the children have been given release certificate. And they're given release certificate, not within 24 hours or 48 hours, but after long pursuance with them. And they have received release certificate, but they have not received the money. So what's the point in giving the release certificate? Because under Citizen Secretariat scheme, the idea is the reason why it is given the release certificate is to ensure that immediate relief is given to the child or the person who was kept as bondage. But it is not being done. So what's the point of having a scheme when it is not being realized? And who is responsible for it? Release certificate is issued by DM, and how is the DM acting? I think it's high time it should go into we should talk about the accountability of the stakeholder who are supposed to implement different provisions of the law. Vigilance committee are supposed to be constituted across the country. It is constituted, but it is only existing in paper. In reality, it is not there, because most of the time the surveys are constituted by the civil society organization. And because vigilance committee is not working or not working on the ground, the incidents of bondage are increasing day by day. So when we talk about this, then who is responsible, who is accountable? We cannot say it's only police who's accountable. Yes, police is supposed to rescue, but the whole bonded labor trial, right from identifying, declaring a person to be bonded labor, is DM's responsibility. To conduct trial, it is DM's responsibility. To ensure that there is no bonded labor in their district, it is DM's responsibility. but we hardly seeing it is being done. When you talk about conducting trial, they're supposed to conduct summary trials, and the summary trial is supposed to conclude in 3 months' time. We see across we have been working in 20 states across the country. And we only in last, I mean, last 2 decades, last 2 years, I have seen only 2 summary trials being conducted, that too in Delhi. And that too, it has not been completed, it's still on. The summary trial is supposed to be completed within 3 months' time, but it is not being done. What is in, once you declare a child or person to be bonded labor, once you issue a release certificate, you are actually certifying the child or the person to be bondage. Why you are taking so much time to complete the trial? The reason, because you don't give that importance to the cause that bonded labor is existing. The children who are in distress, they need to be helped. So the whole question comes on the accountability. Accountability mechanism needs to be strong. I request NHRC, who is the monitoring body for bonded labor, to have a strong monitoring mechanism in place. They should come up with a software to see who is doing what, how the bonded labor, how the children are being rescued, or how the people who are in bondage are being rescued, how many surveys are conducted, what time the release certificate has been issued, what amount has that has been given to the child, when the summary trial is concluded. So I request NHRC to come to develop a strong monitoring mechanism and to develop a central software, central real-time monitoring software to monitor the implementation of the act, as well as to see that the justice is reached to the last person. Lastly, I'd like to conclude by saying what Kailash had says, time is essence. We need to act on time. If our stakeholders who are there, who doesn't work on time, doesn't act on time, we will reeling under bondage, and we will be giving the reasons that it's because of economic reasons, socioeconomic reasons, our country is having, country has to deal with the problem of bonded labor. So with that, I would like to conclude that it's time that we act. It's time that accountability of all stakeholders